Hello everyone and welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I am your host, Older Bro.
I'm your host, Younger Bro.
And today we continue in Highway Blossoms, where Amber's getting her caricature taken.
Yeah.
We stand under the awning, though its shade does little to help the heat. Marina shifts from foot to foot, while I just wait with my hands in my pockets. Every so often, she turns to beam at me, though she doesn't say anything. Not sure why she's so hyped up, but it's cute.
Because she's having fun.
The guy finally gets his stuff ready, all set up on an easel. The piece of paper he's using is almost the size of my torso.
Go ahead and scrunch together now.
He makes a motion with his hands. Marina stands near me, and I wrap one arm around her.
Closer.
All right, now kiss.
Closer! Our shoulders are touching.
Closer.
Now we're cheek to cheek.
Ah, perfect.
And he stares at us with a smile for just a second longer than is comfortable. It makes his expression seem more than a little sleazy. Look, he's definitely getting off on it, but it makes her happy. Before I can change my mind, he looks down at the paper and starts to draw. We stand there, not talking or moving at all. Once Marina starts to ask something, but he waves his hand without even looking up.
Quiet. If you move, you'll mess it all up.
So she shuts up. I can feel her jaw snap shut once it's smooshed against my own. 15 minutes pass. My mouth is starting to get sore. I didn't have any guesses as to how long this would take, but it's starting to get annoying. Even Marina seems to be having second thoughts. She wriggles, just barely. Probably to fight the growing tension in her muscle. Not enough to ruin the drawing, though. From the corner of my eye, I notice a couple of glances that we get. We probably don't look especially out of place, but more like hapless tourists who got conned into something. I guess we are to an extent. I wouldn't mind, except that we also look ridiculous being stuck together like nearly Siamese twins. Yeah, and see, this is what I was talking about. Now you're going to have to be standing like this for half an hour. Our artist draws with long, swift strokes. Though I can't see what he's doing, he appears confident. Hopefully the result is worth the discomfort. And the $30. I'm nearly at my breaking point when he finally leans back and sets his pencils aside.
Okay.
Marina peels away from me instantly, leaving a damp spot of shared sweat on my face. I rub it as I follow her, more slowly to see the results. As she cranes around the easel to look, I watch her expression go from excited to overjoyed. Her smile widens into a grin as she grasps the drawing in her hands.
Look, it's us.
That's actually, like,
not
you know
bad.
what? Okay, ignoring that the size is a little bit exaggerated. Like,
That's
the
pretty
fact
good.
that, like, for a caricature artist, like, holy shit, like, that's actually good. Like, when you think of caricature artists, you usually think of people who do, like, very exaggerated, like, not even remotely representative of the people. But it's like,
yeah, he did as best as he could, it looks like.
well, look, he's obviously doing it intentionally in certain places,
but
and certain places.
But he did capture them.
Yeah, he did actually capture them. She flips around so I can see. It's us. The first thing I noticed was my boobs. They're a lot larger than in real life. Same with Marina's. Kinda. Actually, hers are about the right size. Marina's eyes are almost comic. Or, sorry, other than that, the drawing is cartoony. We're recognizable, but our features are exaggerated. Marina's eyes are almost comically huge. I mean, honestly, they're not that
They're
big.
not much different.
Yeah, I mean, you're already anime characters. In contrast, the buildings behind us are sharply defined and realistic. That is true. Holy crap. Clutching the paper to her chest, Marina sighs a contented smile.
Thank you so much.
The artist wipes his sweaty palms on his shorts as he stands.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
And he looks at me expectantly. With a sigh, I pull out my wallet and pass him a pair of wrinkled bills. I pass it to him with a nod.
Y'all have a lovely day now.
With that, he slouches down again and pulls out a cheap-looking paperback novel. The drawing is still close to Marina's chest, like a priceless artifact. Every few seconds, she holds it away from her and grins as she looks at it. That makes it worth the cost. Finally, Marina rolls up the drawing like a scroll and tucks it under her arm for safekeeping.
My Marina.
Yeah. We stand in the shade of the awning while we look up and down the road.
We should split up for a little bit.
What?
I can't help but yelp. That was the last thing I was expecting.
Not for long. There's just something I want to do.
She wants
And
to get you
can't be
something.
there.
Okay.
Why not?
Shuffling in place, Marina looks away.
'Cause it's a surprise.
Mayor, no. This isn't some small town. This is Las Vegas. What if you get lost? Or some creeper tries to mess with you?
Then get a phone,
It'll be fine, Amber. There's like 1,000,000 people on this street.
which is
Yeah,
the
so?
concern.
That doesn't mean anything.
I mean it. It'll be fine.
Okay. There's a fire in her voice that takes me by surprise. There's even a small spark in her eyes, like she's angry. My frown deepens.
But
Seriously, it's nothing bad, I promise. I just want to do something, but it's a surprise for you, so you can't be there.
Her face softens.
Please, it'll only be a couple hours.
Couple hours.
Marina, I don't know.
Of all the cities to split up in, this is one of the worst. Not only do we not avoid to contact each other if needed, but the people aren't the sort you can trust.
Just tell me where you're gonna be.
If I leave her on her own, there's a good chance I'll never see her again. But the way she stands there, hands on her hips, looking determined, makes me not want to argue. I sigh.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean it. Just give me like 3 hours.
That's a long time.
3.
You think? I tried to keep it short.
In 3 hours, she could be snatched in someone's car and well into Arizona or California or halfway to Reno. It's irresponsible of me to let her go. But I can tell by looking at her, I don't have a choice.
Okay, fine. But can you at least stay on the street? It's a straight shot back to the Rio where we're parked, and so it'd be harder to get lost.
Marina nods fast.
That's fine. I heard he saw where I need to go. But you're not allowed to watch, okay?
Oh my god, I think she is going in that shop. Oh no.
Yeah. I'll probably just go back to the car anyway.
Now she frowns.
Isn't there anything you want to see?
Not without you.
Aw, Amber.
She kicks the ground.
I guess we don't have to...
No, go on.
What?
Just be
Just
safe,
do the
okay?
thing.
Don't do anything silly. I guess it'll be fine for a couple hours.
She takes the drawing in one hand and hugs me tight. Then Marina leans up and kisses me on the lips. She pulls away before I can get into it.
Okay, I'll see you in a while then.
And I really wanted to get into it.
Right.
We stand there, neither of us moving. I sigh again and trudge back down the road. I glance back every few steps, but she doesn't move. Instead, she watches me and waves, probably making sure that I keep going good on my promise not to follow her. As tempting as it is, I let her go for now. 3 hours can't be that hard, right? Turns out I was wrong. 2 hours are agony. I wander from store to store, stepping in without actually caring what's for sale. Oh no, what if she goes into the same store as her accidentally?
Oh no.
Oh no. The first is a vegan restaurant. I don't try any samples. And the next door is some fetish shop with its windows covered. All the lights inside are colored, mostly red or sometimes violet. The girl behind the counter, pale-skinned and with artificially black hair, gives me a smile that I return. But I don't stick around. Imagine making your hair artificially black. Like, it's like if you're going artificial, go for something that's not a normal hair color, girl. Like, go pink.
I have not seen black, but I've seen...
Like, I know people do that. It's not... It's I'm making it sound weirder than it actually is, but it's just like... It's just weird to hear somebody talk about somebody who intentionally has and very clearly has artificial black hair.
Yeah, I saw somebody who did artificial red hair.
Yeah. But I don't stick around. Well, okay. But there's a difference between redhead and red hair. Like
ginger.
Yeah.
color
If
red.
you're talking like legit looks like the person's ginger, then that's one thing. But if it's like solid red,
not vibrant red.
yeah, I was
no.
gonna say what's his face, Crispin red. Like that's not normal red hair.
No.
Yeah, I don't stick around. I don't even know what I'm doing. Going through the motions of being a tourist, I guess. Technically, I am exploring Las Vegas. Tomorrow, I'm sure I won't be able to remember a single detail of these shops. Up ahead is yet another street vendor. His setup is nearly twice as long as most of the others and includes large glass display cases. Must be a pain to transport. I wander over, pretending to be interested. The clerk, a Hispanic man with a short goatee, watches me, but doesn't say anything, not even a greeting. It's all cell phones and phone accessories, chargers, cases, cords, and the like. Nothing relevant to me. Are you going to buy her a cell phone? There's a special
I'd rather
discount.
buy a boat.
There's a special discount on prepaid phones and time cards right now, it seems. A half dozen identical posters plaster the wall of the longest case.
It can buy me a boat. It can drive. It can drive me a truck to pull. Okay.
I stare at one of the
I
flyers.
messed that up.
Yeah. I stare at one of the flyers, though I'm not actually reading it. Just imagine if Marina and I had phones. It might help at times like this. Times when I'm being ridiculous and clingy and an idiot.
It's possible that's what she went to God. She finally got a new phone.
Being able to reach her. No, she wouldn't do that. That wouldn't be a surprise for her.
Yeah.
Being able to reach. That's why I'm assuming it's lingerie or something like that, because it's like that's something that would at least make sense as something she's giving to Amber. But like
Amber, you
that,
want to see this
yeah,
girl
but like
in sexy mood.
A phone feels like something that Amber would give to her. Being able to reach her at any time would be nice, but would they get much use? That's when I realized something, and I'm dumbfounded by a simple fact. What it is that's been bothering me since we split up. This is the first time since meeting Marina I've been on my own. That she isn't just a room away or within shouting distance. Even though it's only been a couple hours, I suddenly feel profoundly alone. It's pathetic, I know. I'll see her again in less than an hour now. See, this is why you have a ring. It's so that you can stare at it and be like,
where's my ring?
It's like, oh, right. And you feel better.
I knew you liked me, Finn.
Who in the hell are you talking to and about?
That's the line when, like, immediately after that is where's my ring that LSP shouts. That's why I keep referencing.
Okay, gotcha. I was like, what the heck are you on about? But okay. Well, the anxiety of separation gets the better of me.
Get in touch with your feelings, babe.
It makes me sick as all the horrible scenarios rush into my head again. The ones where something bad's happening to her, she's not able to call for help. Oop.
And right-clicking.
I look at the phones in the case. I've never had one, so I'm not very knowledgeable, but they look cheap and flimsy.
Click right, but don't right-click.
I try to find a brand name, but it wouldn't mean much to me even if I could. The only names I'd be familiar with are the massive companies who make everything, not just phones. The ones whose merchandise costs hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Ah, Apple. I think Marina had a say. I've heard they're pretty good. Then again, I've also heard about shady stuff with them suddenly replacing all their production workers with robots. Gramps said this sort of thing would be part of the New World Order. Oh, God.
Is that a reference?
People. Yes, to him being a conspiracy theorist. Doesn't matter, though. It's tempting, but there isn't much point.
I thought that was a book series called The New World Order.
Well, yes, but that's based on conspiracy theorists. That's why it's called that. In just a week, even less now even, the festival will be over. After that, well, the phone gives us a way to stay in touch I spin around and walk away in a hurry, feeling suddenly sick again. I must have looked like a lunatic, coming up, standing still, and then freaking out and leaving. Maybe that's why the guy didn't say anything. Just looked like another insane junkie. I picture some tweaker stepping out of the alley toward Marina, who of course wouldn't even notice, and I shove the thoughts out of my head. 1 hour, just 1 hour. Chill, I tell myself for the 1,000th time. Across the street from the phone carts is a bright green sign for a candy store. One of those places that has floor-to-ceiling bins of gummies that sell by the pound. I half expect to see Marina in there herself. Getting her a surprise bag of sugar might be a good way to try to make up for being weird. Until the next time I act weird. I cross the street as soon as there's a gap in traffic, not bothering to go to a crosswalk. The doors have an outline and handles that are the same lime green as the sign. When I step inside, I see the walls are too. I'm reminded of the slime from those old shows I used to watch on TV that'd be sprayed onto the audience or cast members. Not the most appetizing impression. So are you talking about Nickelodeon Gek? Or like whatever? I don't remember.
I don't know what this is talking about.
She's saying that she had a show that she watched that had like, there'd be like contestants and audience members and they'd get like slime thrown on them.
Oh, slime time?
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, I can only think of Nickelodeon stuff.
Yeah,
too.
I'm like, what the hell? The selection is good, though. Like I expected, there are more varieties of candy than I've ever seen in a single place. Only pictures. There are several different types of plastic bags you can fill, ranging from I'm on a diet to garbage bag sizes. I grab a medium-sized one. Then I realize I don't know what to get
she's
from
at
Marina.
Honeydukes.
Hold on. Then I realize I don't know what to get from Marina. Then I realize it's Marina, and there's almost certainly nothing I could get here that would make her upset. Definitely chocolates, but with or without nuts. I can't remember if I've ever heard an opinion. Then just get the ones without nuts. I try
It's
to
probably
recall.
better to get the ones without nuts
Yeah.
than the ones.
If you don't know if
that
she has
ones-
allergies,
Yeah,
if you don't know what
exactly.
she likes, but you know she likes chocolate, just get normal chocolate. I try to recall what she's gotten at gas stations along our trip, but I never paid that much attention. Tisk tisk.
You have to pay attention. It's $1 an hour.
Maybe I should go for a mixture, but then what if she's allergic to something? It probably wouldn't have ever come up since we always eat out and order for ourselves. I don't want to give her a 3-pound sack of anaphylactic shock. Gummies, then, those might be safer. There are more types of gummy candies I ever thought existed. Different flavored rings, candy shapes, like the fruits they taste like, and other things like chewy soda bottles. For just a moment, I wonder which ones I should pick. I think I remember her saying she loves raspberry, or was it strawberry? But I think she's gotten strawberry soda before. Not that that means anything. This is a gift, so I want it to be perfect, not a bag full of things she dislikes. Then I remember. Marina likes pretty much everything. Yeah. It's just,
It's
just
trail
get it.
mix.
She likes it.
It's a trail mix of candy.
Elated at the simplicity, I dump a small scoop of just about every sort of gummy that they sell. For good measure, I get a second, smaller bag and fill it with some malted chocolate balls, caramel clusters, chocolate chunks. Safe options. I haul the 2 bags over to the counter. There's one attendant, and she's currently ringing up a mom and her sons. The kids dart around their mom's legs, rattling displays and knocking items off the shelf. No one makes them stop or fix their mess. One of the kids stares up at me, and I frown at him deeply. He stops running and hides behind his mom's legs. Good. When they leave, the kid is still clinging to her like a bear cub. Oh, hello, girl. I set my bags on the counter and kneel
Is this
down to
the
replace
chick
some
from
of the
the
spilled
DLC?
items. I don't know. Unlikely. As I do that, the shopkeeper comes around front, nearly bumping into me.
Oh, you don't have to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, because
No problem.
we haven't started the DLC yet, right?
No, the DLC is a completely different, not a different executable, but it's a completely different menu. You have to go to a completely different part of the game. So,
Okay.
no. I look up directly into her knees. What? Oh, yeah,
what-
okay. I see what they're saying. I straighten up, and we're suddenly way too close. Stumbling backwards, I grab the counter to support myself. Sheila Half's eyes crinkling. She's cute. Her tan skin is complemented by the bright red uniform she wears. A little name tag on the counter says her name is Cassie.
You know, there's a special going on right now.
Oh, yeah?
A stack of postcards sit by the credit card machine. She hands me
If
one.
you buy 10 more bags, you get one for free.
Holy crap. 12. You buy 12 bags, you get a 13th bag free. I try to imagine how much candy that would be. You need to buy need a wheelbarrow to haul it all. Cassie laughs, probably at my expression.
Yeah, we haven't had many people spring for that one.
The person I'm buying this stuff for probably would, if she was here. This'll probably be gone by tonight.
I gesture at the bag still sitting on the scale.
Oh, shopping for your sister or?
Nah, my girlfriend.
I try out the word, seeing how it sounds in relation to Marina. As expected, it makes my heart skip a beat. During that beat, I feel like I see the shopkeeper's face fall for a second.
Yeah, lucky girl.
Thanks.
I don't know if she means because of the candy or because of me. You know, it's probably best that you don't ever know that. After ringing up the bags, she dumps them into a larger bag. That seems unnecessary, but I guess it makes them easier to carry. She passes me the candy and the receipt.
Have a good day. Try the peach rings. They're my favorite.
I will. Have a nice day, too.
The girl waves as I leave the store. Outside, I check the receipt since I wasn't listening to the total. Looks like she didn't charge me for the smaller bag. I glanced back inside, but she disappeared into the back room. Guess that answers my earlier question. Flattered, I head back to the Rio where we're parked. It's not long until I'm supposed to meet Marina, and if I spend too long outside, her present will melt. Walking back to the casino, where we parked, is much faster than leaving it was. That's probably because I'm still missing the human pinball, so I'm not held up every time we pass a shop. I say that, but of course I'm eager to see her again. In some parallel universe where I hadn't met Marina, I might have stuck around at the candy store to chat for a longer time. Yeah, but also, in that alternate universe, you would not have been here.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for Cassie, I already have someone. The parking lot at the Rio is filled up even more. Getting out of here is going to be a pain, since there wasn't a whole lot of room to begin with. I make my way to the RV and let myself in. It feels like an oven, and the first thing I do is turn on the AC. I set the bags of candy down on the bed to inspect them. As I feared, the chocolate is slightly melted, streaking brown against the clear plastic. It's not too bad, though, and a couple hours in the fridge should be good as new. I leave the gummies on the counter since they didn't suffer as much on the walk back. Marina and I are supposed to meet up here in a half an hour. Since it's so soon, I may as well just wait in here where it's more comfortable. I lay down on my bed and try to read that book Marina's been sucked into for a few days, but I can't stay focused on the words long enough to process them. It doesn't take long before I give up and set it aside. Now I just stare up at the ceiling. I used to do this most nights when I couldn't sleep, after Gramps passed, before I met Marina. It wasn't that it comforted me or anything, but the amount of effort it took to not think of anything usually led to me falling asleep before realizing. Instead, this time I let my thoughts wander. Sleeping has been easier lately. Actually doing something during the day and getting exercise helps a lot. But also my thoughts have been less cloudy, less muddled. Sure, there are moments where I think of Gramps and the pain hits me again. Having Marina around makes those rare.
Wait, are they parked in or outside the city?
I think they're supposed to be parked in the city, but I think they just have one single...
Yeah, they should have changed the windows.
Yeah, I think they just have one single inside the RV picture. Someday I might be able to think of him without it hurting. I don't know if I want that, though. Isn't that just like forgetting? People say you move on and get over death, but what does that mean for the person you lost? Oh, yeah, I might as well say why not. Since I'm in the menu. Okay. I roll onto my side and stare at the picture of me and Gramps hanging on the wall. I can't take it and roll onto my other side. Groaning into my pillow is cathartic. Without Marina here, I can be as loud as I want. To my surprise, no tears come. Anyone walking by outside would probably think I'm dying or in pain, but I don't care. Alone time has its upsides. Grieving's complicated and exhausting. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doing it right. There must be something wrong with me. If I don't even want to get over Gramps. I sit up, hugging the pillow to my chest. Marina will be back soon. Maybe I can talk about this with her. As I think of that, I feel a slab of guilt. It's not her problem. It's something I have to deal with myself.
No.
I force myself up and over to the driver's seat. I'm not going anywhere, but I can listen to music and watch for Marina's return. I stick in a tape and kick back. A few songs pass by. It's been 20 minutes or so. I start to scan the parking lot, looking for her familiar red hair. The tape ends. It's okay. It's a short one. I replace it with another one at random. Still no sign of Marina. I get up and check the clock. She's about 10 minutes late now. Maybe the clock's off. I hop out of the RV and ask someone for the time. It matches exactly what the clock said. Worry begins to tighten my stomach, but I force myself to calm down. It's Marina. It's only been 10, 15 minutes. Most likely she got distracted and is on her way. 5 more minutes pass. I begin to pace. Should I go look for her? I have no idea where to start, though. Yeah, the we split up and now we're, like, worried did they get kidnapped feeling. If she got into the RV and I wasn't there, she might go looking for me instead. I have to stay and wait. Another 10 minutes. She's half hour late now. Okay, so I'm buying us cell phones. As soon as she's back, we're going to that guy on the street and we're getting prepaid phones. Yeah, that's a worry. From a few streets away, I hear the sound of a siren, a fire truck, or an ambulance or something. The knot in my throat feels larger. I cough, just to relieve some tension. I have to go look. I can't take just sitting here. Switch off the engine, throw my shoes on, and climb out. And then I see her. Heading down, walking slow, but coming toward me. The relief in my voice probably conveys the panic.
Like Baywatch slow. Da, 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 da.
She's about to get hit by a truck and time slows down slow.
Oh.
The relief
no.
in my voice probably conveys the panic that drained out of me. She looks up at the sound of her name, and that's when I see she's crying.
What's wrong?
I rush over.
What's wrong?
Alarm poisons my voice. Did something happen after all? I put my hands on her shoulders and shake her gently.
Marina, talk to me. What happened? Are you okay?
She still can't talk, but she nods. Thank God. There are no sobs, but her eyes are pouring tears. Every so often she hiccups like she barely restraining herself from bawling.
Come on.
I take her and lead her back to the RV. No one gives us a second glance. This is probably a common occurrence. Marina silently follows me into the RV. I lead her to my bed and have her sit down. I sit beside her. Alternating between rubbing her back and her shoulders, I try to get her to calm down. Slowly, her breathing returns to normal. When I offer her a tissue, she blows her nose loudly. Then she takes a few more to wipe her eyes. Rather than prod her more, I wait, even though it takes all my self-control. After a shuddery breath, she looks at me, eyes watered.
I messed up, Amber. Bad.
How?
Her breath catches up again, and she sobs. It's hoarse and seems to take her by surprise. I immediately rub her shoulders again. And there's a knock at the RV door.
What the hell?
I stand up, but I can't see who it is from here.
I'll be right back.
I unlock the front door and open it to an all too familiar face.
It's time to pay up.
I shut the door.
What?
Before it's even fully latched, Mariah starts to pound on the door. I lock it and head back to Marina.
Let them in.
Huh?
Go let them in. It's Mariah, right?
Yeah, but how did you... Wait, does this have something to do with...
Marina nods. With a bad feeling about all this, I go back to the door, which is still suffering Mariah's assault. I open and step back so they can enter. Mariah storms in with a huff,
God.
acting like always, as if she owns the place. Joseph and Tess file in after her. Joseph gives me a smile and a small shake of the head.
Sorry.
He says it quietly, so I don't think anyone else hears. I figure I'll find out why he's apologizing here in a second. Like a conqueror, Mariah marches over to Marina and jabs a finger in her face.
Time to pay up, ditz.
In 2 large steps, I move between the two of them.
Okay, what the hell happened?
Didn't you hear?
She hasn't told me yet because she's been crying the entire time.
I was about to, when you attacked my front door.
Well, allow me to deliver the bad news then. Sis stole Marina's gold.
What? Did not!
It's impossible to figure anything out. Marina is crying too hard to talk, and Mariah's just yelling nonsense like always. I turn to Joe, who's keeping a safe distance along with Tess.
Can you please explain?
Sure. Mare ended up making Marina a bet for all the gold, which she lost. It was a pretty silly thing, and I told her just to let it go, but here we are.
So, Marina...
This doesn't answer any questions, though. I'm equal parts amused and disgusted that Joseph uses the same name for Mariah that I do for Marina. Come to think of it, I'm not even sure that I ever noticed how similar their names are.
That's a bet, and she lost fair and square. I don't think it was fair.
The odds were kinda in your favor.
I turn to Marina, the only person whose opinion really mattered to me.
Was it fair?
Slowly she nods.
What game did you play?
Poker.
I glare at Mariah, who at least has the shame to look away. Anyone who spent more than a minute around Marina knows there's no way she could keep a straight face. I sigh and sit down on the bed beside Marina. I wrap an arm around her. She leans into me, eyes moist.
You know you can only take half the treasure, right? Marina and I split it equally, so she couldn't bet away my half.
That wasn't the deal.
No, that's not how... That doesn't matter if that's how
Yeah.
the deal works.
That's the only deal she could have made. But I'll bet you my half against hers.
Amber, no!
I squeeze her affectionately, but I shake my head.
It's fine.
I stand and go to where we've been stashing the gold. I pull out the boxes of nuggets and open it so Mariah can see. Her eyes light up and she licks her lips. I snap the box shut.
Fine, but we're not playing poker.
Oh yeah? What game then?
She thinks about it for a moment.
A game of life.
Blackjack.
Roulette.
Russian roulette?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Seriously? Blackjack
got
is more
real.
about luck than skill. I'm not that great at poker, though, so blackjack might be the most fair game we could play. Wonder why Mariah suggested it, though. Maybe she expected me to win at poker. Oop. And if that's the case, then the mind games have already begun.
Fine. It's a bet.
And we'll find out next time.
Yep. Marina stopped crying. Her breath still comes in little spurts, but she's mostly in control of herself. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. We'll come back next time and continue on in Marina making stupid bets and still not understanding how we got there and why this happened. And if we're going to find out next time why this happened, we'll see. Until then, the future is very uncertain. What is certain is you guys are awesome, and there'll be more Two Bros Game Night tomorrow. See you then!
Bye-bye.